All right, let's get this going again. Went ahead and restarted my machine before I came back over here. So let's get it going, get it on, get it working, and get back into this. I'm going to go back to last Wednesday. Last Wednesday I traded. I didn't trade Thursday. I can go into Thursday too. I just want to go back and replay a day and just focus on my trading plan, how I create it, what it is that I'm doing, how I do it. So first thing I'm going to do is turn off all of that. I'm going to wait for the charts to come back up so that way I don't miss anything in the context of the charts. I don't break anything. I'm not very impressed in terms of my prior practice day. I want to come back and fix that. UKFX, welcome. Welcome to the live. Thank you for being here. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm going into a replay of last Wednesday. I'm going to do my whole pre-market analysis in terms of auction market theory. And then we're going to trade it. We're going to start at 8:30. That way you can see how long it takes me to build my plan. I'm going to set this. And we're going to get it going. Dusty Tube. Love that name. I like it. Well done. Oops. Let's see. And I'm going to need to take bars out of here. Trying to get bars out of here is next to impossible to do. Give me a second. Sorry about that. Hey, Metals Trader. Yeah, I did leave, but I came back. I left and came back. I know. Well, they're not coming out of there. That's okay. We're not going to be able to do anything with that chart, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and get into it over here in this time frame. So what is current market price doing? Can't get into my dailies right now because they're all wrapped up into this here, okay? I know we were breaking out through the lows, right? We're back into unfair highs, or excuse me, unfair lows, if I can speak. And then we've got, hey, Colvinder, how's it going? Colvinder Sniper, how is it going? How you doing today? It's good to see you. I haven't seen you here before. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for coming in and saying hi. Really appreciate you. How's it going? You having a good day? I'm just trying to get my chart set up here so I can get a pre-market analysis going and get into the replay. You know, it's funny, right? Because I got out of trading in 2019. We all know that story, right? Got out of trading in 2019, started trading, took my first trade in 1998, right? And I don't know. I love it. I love it. Kind of wish I had never left, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad I did, because I'm seeing things clearer than I ever have before. So what's going on? Price action broke out of the lows down through here, right? Broke out of the lows, and we're coming in and creating this new area of balance. In the context of this new area of balance, we have unfair lows and low volume nodes within unfair lows in these particular areas. We're looking for some rejection out of these areas and continuation to the upside. And then if price action goes up, we're looking for potential rejection out of here and potential rejection out of here. First time here? Well, thank you so much, Colvinder. I thought that you might be this might be your first time. I didn't see you before. So thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. You have any questions, anything along those lines, please let me know. I just come in here. I'm practicing on, creating plans for auction market theory, going through using volume profiling, and then entry criteria based upon the footprints and order flow. That's what I do. That is what I do. So if you have any questions, anything along those lines, please absolutely ask. I've been trading for a long time. I've been here for a long time. And well, not streaming. I've only been streaming for like 5 weeks. So, I'm new to all of this. But in terms of trading, anything along those lines, if you have any questions, just let me know. Okay, so what's going on, right? We're looking for a continuation play here to move back into value area high. Where's my pencil at? I gotta find my pencil. There it is. Okay. So we're looking at a possible continuation play up to value area high. If we come up into this area, we can look for a pullback. We can do the same thing here, which could come down in here, possibly into here, possibly into here. If we break and close above this area, look for a pullback and a potential long. And then down here, looking for a possibility of, I've got to move this. Oh, I keep doing the same thing and making the same mistakes. Today I blew three fundeds because I kept moving my stops early, and they end up delivering full TP. I feel so hesitant in the market recently. I keep getting close to payouts and blowing accounts on a forever repeating cycle, it feels like. Okay. You keep moving your stop and you keep getting stopped out after the market is going in your favor. Is that what's happening? Down here, look for possible. And then up through here, possible pullback, long position, and then possible pullback into here, long position, possible pullback, long position. So that's what we're looking at. I move it too early because I want to manage risk, but I seem to not trust my trades. That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like to me like you are possibly coming in and over managing your positions due to a lack of your areas. What are you using to create your areas that you're trading from? And were you confident in those areas before? Has something happened recently that's made you less confident? Higher time frame draws usually off open. Okay. All right. And is there anything that's been happening recently that, maybe before all of this stuff, was it drawdowns, anything along those lines? What's been going on in your trading recently that has happened? Anything, any changes, anything different? Yeah, it's that area held. It was essentially high of day by a few points. Okay, beautiful. So you're basically taking a position off of high of day. Was it short or long? Short. Okay. So really what you're doing then is you're just making plays off of your higher time frames. Order flow data software name. This is deep charts. This is deep charts. We're going to get into that in just a second. I'm going to pause this real quick. I want to work on this these questions for this individual in TikTok real quick. His name's AB and he's talking to me about this. I don't know what else could have changed directly. Okay. You don't know what else has changed. Have you ever been in a position where you weren't confident in your trading before? Like maybe before you created this plan of yours and this execution style, did you ever have a period of time in your trading before you created this methodology where you were nervous and you lost confidence? And Colvinder, if you bear with me for a few minutes, I'm gonna work with this in terms of trading psychology for a second, and then we'll get into this playback. So, or this replay. So just give me a minute. I appreciate your patience. But trading psychology is just as important as anything else, if not more important, right? It's us. We are our own edge, right? We got to build ourselves up into that edge through practice, through skills. Like I always say, what do you want? Do you want LeBron James's basketball or do you want a skill? More unsure, but didn't hesitate to take my trades and setting a secure stop loss. Okay, so you were more unsure before. Now you're trading your plan. You're doing well. But now all of a sudden you're moving your stops up a little bit more than usual, a little bit quicker. And that's creating drawdowns in your trading. Am I about right in that? Adjust anything that you wouldn't agree with. And how long have you been trading for? Trading for, not training, trading for. You've been having a lot tighter stops. 3.5 months. You've been trading for 3.5 months and you've recently changed the way you've done your stops and now they're much tighter. Is that what's going on? You're trying to limit your risk a little bit? Rock, paper, lick. I love it. Might as well. Okay. By adjusting your stops, it sounds like what's going on is you're getting stopped out more than you were before, and it's going against your confidence. Now, one of the things I want to bring your attention to, okay, is you're adjusting your stops tighter in a more volatile and wider market condition. Usually you want to do just the opposite. Okay. And why do you want to usually do just the opposite? Because in a wider market condition, it's moving a lot more. It's moving with more volatility, with more momentum. What's the difference between volatility and momentum? Momentum, you're able to act upon, right? You can still act. Volatility happens so fast that you can't even act upon it. Okay. So it's almost like the markets are getting more wide, more volatile, more movement, and you're trying to get closer and more accurate to them, which really what you want to do is spread yourself out a little bit. Hey, Maddie, I did, but yeah. I'm a confused American, Maddie. Leave me alone, okay? That's all I can tell you. But AB, that's kind of what's going on in that context. Try that on. Just try that on for a second and let me know if that resonates with you at all, or if you're like, no, that's not the problem. because it's not what Tony thinks, right? AB is having an issue within their trading, right? We need to identify the actual issue, not what I think, okay? What you are experiencing, we need to reverse engineer that a little bit. Find the actual issue so we can fix the problem, right? And it doesn't matter what I think. This is not advice. I'm not giving you any advice whatsoever. I want to understand. I want to understand what you're going through. For sure, I see how volatility gets me out of trades. I also wonder if I'm predicting too much instead of reacting. Are you going in and you're saying, I think, I'm pretty sure, I'm certain this is going to? Are you using that type of language? Or are you using language of, this is my area I need to enter? And then what language were you using before you're having this issue? Because you guys, everybody else that's in here right now, I need you guys to understand something in the big picture, right? I'm talking to AB right now, right? But this is for everybody, okay? In the context of trading psychology, in the context of any type of psychology regarding anything that you want to do in your life, okay? This is what happens. We all have habits. We all have patterns. They were ingrained in us from when we were very young. Okay. And up to about the age of 25, the brain is very very amiable. It's very, it's able to take information from the environment and adjust to it very rapidly. Okay. But around 25 years old, that process kind of solidifies itself. Think about wires, right? Open wires. And you can go in and you can adjust the wires. It's very simple to do. But now think about a wire with a coating around it, the plastic coating, right? And now new stuff isn't going in and you can't adjust those wires because you can't get through the coating. The brain works very similar. Now, the brain, the central nervous system, actually has a natural way of adjusting those wires, even though that plastic is there. But it's no longer the environment that makes that adjustment. We have to be active participants to trigger the start of that adjustment. Where before it was the environment, after about the age of 25, it becomes us. Why? Because the brain is now pretty much patterned and saying, okay, this is the predictive behavior. I can pretty much predict everything that's going to happen at this point in time. And we're just going to run with that predictive behavior. And we just run on autopilot for the most part. But around age of 25, we can turn around and utilize our own intention, our focus, something we're focused on, bring it into the present moment, a sense of urgency that it needs to be done now. And we're able to move past those patterns, and the brain and the central nervous system work together to automatically mark those areas for change. And the new action produces that change. That's how the brain works conceptually. Okay. So, AB, let's get back to you real quick. Am I trading Trump's speech? No, I'm going to be doing a replay. I'm not trading his speech. No. That's a good question though, Kazneva. But no, I'm not doing that. I just didn't see price deliver how I wanted and reduced risk like $300 to 196, and it stopped me. But 5 points, and I was just like, oh my God, why do I do this to myself? Yeah, no, you're 100% correct in that. So let me go back real quick. Instead of reacting, yeah, I had pure confidence in my trades to the point where I was setting limits and essentially getting perfect entries, but now I'm waiting and not taking it with 100%. And now it sounds like you're probably running on some of those old patterns. Yeah, the new pattern's running, and then you shifted away from the focus of those new patterns for whatever reason, right? And then now you're turning around and running off of the old patterns again that you used to run off of before you had 100% confidence in your areas. AB, would you agree with that? Does that sound about right to you? If not, make adjustments to that. I really need to understand how you're experiencing this internally. I don't need to understand what I think I understand. I need to understand. Okay, yeah, sounds about right. Okay. What I want you to do you have a replay function on your charts? Okay. What I want you to do, all right, is I want you to focus on what it feels like and your experience of 100% trusting your areas. Okay? And see if you can just get to that point again where you can feel that confidence. Let me know if you can get there. We're doing a moment of silence for AB at the moment, letting him see if he can create an internal state for himself. And if you can't create that internal state, AB, let me know what's going on, why you can't. And currently try to transition to a trading style of using volume profile and footprint. Yeah, absolutely. What's up, Simon? What you got going on? I like the statement. Sure, there's a question in there someplace. Hey, Leighton, how's it going? I was wondering on where you place the volume profile, like on previous sessions. Yeah, great, great question. Okay. I don't follow the norm. Okay. Just to let you know, Simon, I don't use pivot points. I don't use those type of things. This is what I do. Okay. Doesn't mean it's right and it doesn't mean it's wrong. It's just personal preference, but I'm going to explain to you why I do it this way. Hey, Sedarum, how's it going? Hey, Pop, I love it. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a replay late. And right now I'm working with a couple of individuals on questions, somebody on a psychology question, another individual on where to place volume profiles. So look at these previous ranges, okay? What I always look for are the breakouts, right? The breakout of a range, okay? And then when a breakout happens, I call that a market shift bar. And this is why. Because a breakout, a lot of people say, okay, well, it's going to be trend continuation, right? And sometimes it is. But a breakout bar is going to do one of three things. It is going to move back into prior value, consolidate in a tight range where it's at, or move back into the direction of the breakout. Those are the three things it can do, right? We don't know what it's going to do, but it's going to do one of those three. But if we put a profile on that breakout itself, now we can wait for a new range to develop and decide what it's going to do as it's moving. And so I always take the bar that closes below a previous range, and that becomes my index because that bar is important. It's important because the market just did something different that it was doing before. Before it was trading in value. Now it broke out. Now it's doing something different. And I want to index that bar. That's the bar that I use to draw my new profile from. That way, if it comes in and it breaks out to the upside and it starts to trend, right? Then I'm still utilizing auction market theory to trade that trend. Does that make sense? And I have an anticipation of where that trend is going to go because now I have the prior profile that I'm able to use and index the value area low, VPOC, and value area high for direction and movement within that trend. And now I can trade the trend no different than I would trade regular value. So I don't have to change my methodology from trading balance to trading trends to trading balance again. I'm still just trading balance, even in an imbalanced market condition. Try that on to see if that helps. Any other questions? AB, you good? Or are you still trying to get that feeling of that confidence? And Simon, thank you for the question. Love this. Love those types of questions. And you would use the footprint for imbalances. Use the footprint for entries. Okay. I use volume profiling to give me my areas. Okay. Then I wait for those areas to be tested, and then I use footprints to tie myself into the market. I think it's so I'm just on replay looking at charts and testing, but do you ever feel your back testing has messed with your psychology? 100%. There's a thing about over analysis and over paralysis. Okay. If you are analyzing too much stuff and you're not practicing the right things in your practice, it can absolutely 100% mess up your psychology. So this is what I wanted you to do actually, is get to the point where you could just feel confident in your areas again. Just allow yourself to close your eyes and feel confident within your areas again. See if you can bring that feeling back up inside yourself. See if you can manifest that feeling within you. Then from that feeling, I want you to focus on that feeling. I want you to bring it into the present moment by hitting a replay. And I want you to go back to an area and just trade your area, trusting your area 100% and see how that feels. What we want to do is practice the new wires so they're firing, because right now your old wires are firing. So all we really want to do is get you to the point where you're focused on what's creating the new wires, which is your confidence and trading your areas 100% of the time. Okay, that's where we want you to be. And we want you to be right there in that moment, feeling it right now. But then we want to bring that moment, that feeling and those thoughts into the present moment so it can manipulate the body into action, because we want to take action from that state, not the old state. And so I want you to practice trading an area in that 100% in that zone of 100% confidence. Don't go back to your charts and hit replay going into them through your old patterns. We need to trigger the new pattern first. Does that make sense? Hey, Simon, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate you. I'm working with AB right now. We're going to get through this with him, and then we're going to start a replay, and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. Beautiful. So try that, AB. All right. You're welcome anytime. Try that. And every time you go sit down and practice from that state of confidence. All right. Because if not, you're practicing from that old state of a lack of confidence, and that's just going to build more lack of confidence in your current trading, because you're operating from an old process rather than the new process of confidence. So we just need to restore that new confidence again. And no, you're always going to go back to that old pattern, because it never goes away. Okay? It never goes away. So don't expect it to. Just realize that when you're trading with a lack of confidence, that's process. Focus back on your confidence, 100% confidence of your areas. Get to the point where you're able to feel that in the present moment. Bring that feeling and those thoughts into the present moment through action by doing a replay from that state. All right? Try that on and see how that feels. Yes, that would be amazing. Thank you. Absolutely. So yeah, go ahead and go to a replay and shut off the stream. Don't even listen to me anymore. You need to listen to yourself from that new state. All right? And go trade and do your thing and let me know the outcome. All right? And we can work from there if you don't get the result that you're looking for. But I'm pretty sure you will. Beautiful. Thank you so much for being here, AB. Let me know how it goes. I'll be here tomorrow too if I'm already off when you get done with it. But you have fun. All right. Love this. God, I love this. You guys are amazing. You're bringing these great questions and these great experiences. And man, I don't know. I love working with you guys. You guys are amazing. Let's get into this. Let's get into the trade. It's 8:35. It took me 5 minutes to create the plan. Let's get into 9:45 and just start trading. How does that sound? Does that sound good to everybody? And Simon, I'm going to get into reading some order flow in here, okay? And the way I read order flow, you'll see it's pretty fast. I talk pretty fast because the market's going pretty fast, right? And I'm getting into granular detail of how to read this. Don't expect that you're going to be able to pick it up the first time. Ask questions, listen, and watch. All right? Here we go. So, what's the plan? The plan is, I'm going to pause this again real quick. The plan is long positions from all these little areas in here. What do? We already came off of one area and we're already trading higher. Beautiful. Let's go. VPOC is right below us. It's 8:56. I'm going to speed this up a little bit more. And then get into 9:45. $9.14, $9.16, coming back down again, testing these areas once again, finding support off those areas. Price action's moving up quite a bit. We got our open. Where do we come down to in the open? Right off of our area. See that? See that nice little rejection off the area? Wonder why that happened. It's really surprising. Don't believe it actually went up from there. How does that work? Being a smartass, because I can be. 9:34. Let's go ahead and speed this up a little bit more. 9:36, 9:38, 42, 44. Oh, I really wanted to be long from down there. Dang it. It's too early. It's too early. I'm going to have to scalp this now because the entry point's right there. There's your entry point. So let's read price action and see if we can't turn around and get our entry down here from a pullback. Let's just see what happens. It's probably going to hold VWAP, I'm pretty sure, but we might come down here. I kind of doubt it, but we might. We will see. Let me bring this back into, there we go. So, you can see exactly what it is that I'm looking at doing here. Now let's read some order flow. We have a new individual in here and they want to read some order flow. So Durham, good to have you. Thank you for being here. Sorry about that. You came in right when individuals were talking and those type of things, with the questions and different things along those lines. So I didn't have a chance to respond, but no, I'm doing great. I hope you're doing well. It's really good to see you. Okay, so price action is coming in and we're holding this area, which is right here at VWAP, right? Which is exactly what I was talking about. And right now, there's not a lot talked about order flow because we're just trading into this high volume range right here, right? So price action is probably going to come down here and test this area, the point of control, right? Coming in, testing VWAP. And let's see what she does off of VWAP. I'm anticipating price action to come down. I'm going to raise this just a little bit. Just a little bit. There we go. We've got our entry for a long. Why do I want a long entry here? Because we got our lows down in here, right? We have another entry down here in case it comes down this far. I'll go ahead and pop that in as well. And our stop is going to be a little bit below our area. So what's happening? We have a little bit of rejection here off of the low. Let's widen this out so it's easier for everybody to see. I've got all of these entry areas, so it's going to be hard to see regardless of what it is that you do. See the higher volume in here? See the buyers stepping in? The buyers at the moment are absorbing the selling pressure. But watch delta. Our delta is increasing to the downside. And as delta is increasing to the downside, what's happening? Market orders are driving the market to the downside. And see here? See that high volume right there? Push right below the lows, okay? Now, I didn't put my stop in, so I'm going to have to manage this a little bit differently than I normally would without my stop already in. I want my stop right down here into the lows. It should already be stopped out of the trade, but I'm going to go ahead and hold it and manage it. And we're just going to kind of wait and see what happens here. Anticipating price action to continue to go down. Let's read the order flow a little bit. See this high volume in here, the high volume coming in and high volume coming in at the lows. Expect this low to be broken. all right? Anticipation is for the low to be broken. It's not right now. We got some rejection. We got buyers coming in, okay? Watch delta, okay? Delta is extremely important here. Why? Because it's the market orders coming into the market, okay? We have our close of the bar here. We came off a lot of volume down here at the low. Anticipate this area in here to be tested, okay? But we have a lot of strong buyers in here, a lot of strong buyers, okay? We have 702, 429 off the lows. The last time we came into this area, we have a lot less volume coming in off of the lows, okay? So we have buyers down here. Buyers are definitely stepping into the market off of these lows, but we're rejecting the highs. Anticipate that we're going to come down here and test into this high volume. Testing into the high volume is exactly what it is that we're doing, okay? If this market's strong, we're going to get back through the open. Watch the delta. See how the delta switched color here? When we got through that open, we switched again, okay? If buyers are in here, we should see price action come back up at least to value area high, right? The VPOC, or point of control of this bar. We haven't seen that yet. See how the point of control just shifted? That's not necessarily a good thing for the long side because we're accumulating volume down here at the low, all right? We want to be accumulating volume a little bit higher, and we're not. We're accumulating it at the low, which means that either that's limit orders to the upside, okay, and we're waiting for delta or something else to come in to bring buyers into this market, okay? So it's not going up. Anticipate it to come back down, test the lows, and possibly break the low now. See the high volume in here, okay? Anticipate that to be tested. We have a resistance here. We got our support right here. And that's what we're looking for, is how price action is going to react to support and resistance. We tested the support, immediately bought. The market's strong. We're going to get above the open. Point of control just shifted down. Point of control shifted up, which is actually a good thing. And now we're going to see if we can come in here and test the highs, right? The buyers are strong. We're going to test the highs. We're coming right back down again, getting right through the high volume that was here before, but we're still having trouble getting through here. If buyers are strong, they're going to push it right back up again and test these highs. High volume down here, anticipating this low to be tested. Tested and broke. High volume again, expect the low to be broken. If we break this low, because we're down here, anticipate momentum to possibly quickly move us down into this area. I know I'm still in long positions. It's okay. I'm managing through them right now. You don't want to do this in a joint in a evaluation or a funded account. Okay, you should need to already be out. Just didn't have my stop in there. I was talking and not managing the position properly, so I got to do this a different way, and I will. It's okay. It's all good. Now we're coming down here into this other area. Okay, now we're looking to see what price action is going to do. It's not going to reject. Look at the higher volume in here. Anticipate the low to break. And if we pull back, we're probably going to pull back into this area. If we pull back into this area and we hold this area, we're probably going to come in and test back up into these two areas right up here. The higher volume, buyers are stepping in, right? Higher volume down in here, but much higher volume in here. The buyers are starting to step into the market again. We need to get through this first band of VWAP, right? The first standard deviation of VWAP. And we can't do that. Testing right through the lows. Lows are going to break. When I say the lows are going to break, what I'm actually saying is a high probability that the lows are going to break. I'm not saying that they're definitely going to break, right? But a high probability that they're going to break. All right. Back here to the lows again. See your sellers, 483 comparatively to 401 off of the lows right there. You're gaining sellers in here. Anticipate that low to break over here from those higher sellers coming into the market. Price actions continuing lower. I'm still decreasing in my drawdown in here. Not seeing the buyer step in yet, so I'm not anticipating this to be actual pullback, looking for a continuation play to the downside still. I'm looking for the price action to come down here into this area. See your high volume in here? See your high volume in here with the buyers and stuff, right? If we don't get above the high of this bar, we're going to come back in and we're going to test these two areas, and we're probably going to break the low. Look at your delta. See how you're coming off here, right? Delta, still pretty down, still pretty negative. Does everybody know what delta is? Anybody have a question on what delta is? See how we tested that high volume there? Look at our buyer response, 443. Watch that. Watch the buyer response. The buyer response here, I'm anticipating for us to come back through and test the open of this bar. Not much to talk about here right now, just waiting. There's a test of the open, there's a break of the open, and the high is going to break. If I was stopped out of the other position, which I should have been, right? Been down about $500 on the total position, I'd be looking at making this my first initial entry right down here for my next position. Let's see if it comes down. Looks like I missed it. That's okay. That is quite all right if I miss it. We're in our low volume area here, right? This is off the 30-minute chart. This little area right here, right? So we're in the low volume area. There's the entry. Continuation to the downside. We're probably going to break the lows. We have more sellers coming in here than we had before. And this is the area that I was looking at going into right in here. Still holding value on the 30-minute chart. We haven't broken value. I'm too focused on my short-term charts right now, and I have lost focus on my higher time frames. The hourly and the 4-hour are both telling us down. But we have possible support coming in on the 4-hour right at 679. Let's see here. What am I down right now? $2,700. It's about time to get out of this position. This looks like it's a pretty decent pullback here. I want to get out of this position because I think I'm going to turn around and go into a short here shortly. I need to get as close to the high of this bar as I possibly can. And what I'm doing here is I'm adding inventory into the position. I'm adding inventory into the position, waiting for a pullback because I'm anticipating this area here to hold, market come into a pullback, bring me in right up to the high of this bar, and put a target in here right above the high, and let's see if it gets me. So what's going on? Citadel bankrupt the quant fund. Guys, there is some issues going on in the market right now. Was that entry off of Flip and Delta? So the entry itself was from my area off my higher time frame. Okay, so it's entry off of higher time frame with the footprint support. So in the context of the overall market, right? If you're looking for a trend, you need to see higher highs and higher lows, correct? In the context of higher highs, higher lows, okay? The market here made this low in here. We came down in here, we opened, we came down, we held, we came up, we created a higher high, and we came back and we tested again. Higher high, higher lows in the market. Just so happened that the low broke, right? So that's why I want to get out of this position now, and I want to start looking for a possible upturn, right? Or a possible continuation play to the downside, okay? But I do have another area below me. This area below me is starting to act as support. That's why I went ahead and entered the contract size that I did, waiting for this market to come back up over its open, right? And get me out with a break-even position. That's the whole idea behind this, right? Looking for that support here into this area. Remember when I said that I was anticipating the market to come down here into this area? I'm anticipating support. So I added size into the position, right? So I could get out of the position. Now I'm out. Now I'm free. Now I'm free to start making these decisions again. Okay. So now we're going to watch order flow and we're going to see what's happening. In the context of the longer term charts, we're still looking for potential long positions in here. Okay. We're starting to come off of the lows a little bit on the 60-minute chart, but we're still pretty low in the bar. It's the same thing as going on in the 4-hour. Okay. But I am going to go ahead and take another position for the long side right down in here. Why? Because of the 30-minute. We're still trading in our range down here. Okay. Still trading in that range down here. And trading in that range, we're holding this low in here, anticipate a possible move to the upside to push us back up into value area low around 869. That's the whole premise of the position. It has nothing to do with a flip of delta or anything along those lines. It has everything to do with structure. Everything is structure. This is the art. Okay. The art of trading is right here. Okay. And the art is understanding auction market theory, understanding your areas and why you're creating the areas that you are and trading out of those areas. Okay. The skill is entering your positions through order flow. Order flow is your skill. Okay. So your art is getting really good at creating areas. Your skill is trading around those areas in a way that makes sense for you. And you just keep practicing that until you gain the confidence in trading around your areas, until you get a confidence in your artistry in order to be able to execute it flawlessly over here. And we're not going to get that pullback. It's just going to continue up right now. And that's okay. There is nothing wrong with that. I'm going to go ahead and cancel this because we're going to get into low. Or I mean, not into low, but we're probably going to have to get in at higher prices here. We're just going to kind of watch this real quick. See what happens. A price action is behaving exactly what we had anticipated to do right now. We came up right up here into this area. Should already be short. I missed that because I don't, my chart's too tight here. So I missed it, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and take this short. And now my stop, there we go. Place my stop this time. So risking $424 on the position. We're looking for price action to come back down and test into the 660 area. And let's see if it gets there. So what's going on with the order flow here? Okay, watch your delta, right? You're holding the open of this bar and delta's not really coming down. This is not looking like it wants to come down. This is looking at support. I'm anticipating the highs over here to be broken at the moment because we have a lot of support in the market right now. There's a lot of buyers stepping into the market here at these lows. And let's see if they hold that position as it's coming up. If they do, they're going to be buying these highs and we should see a spike in delta around those highs and price action as a result, breaking those highs. Okay. Delta's barely coming off here. We're still right back down into this area again. Buyers are still strong in the market. We're still holding that. Now, if the sellers come in and we get back through this open again and the lows, right? If we break through this area, we could get some momentum. Okay. But now we're looking at breaking this high again. We're still holding this. Sellers are still trying to hold this VWAP area, right? But we're not able to get back into the lows. Buyers are responding at the lower prices, expect these highs to break. Anticipate the highs to break right now. Don't be in this mode where you're hoping and praying that the market's going to go down. Everything is telling you right now we have support right here in this area and the market is going to go up and break these highs. That scenario, these highs breaking, is a more probable than coming down here and breaking through the open and breaking the low. Okay? That's a reason to lower your stop, to reduce your risk in the position, because you got buyers stepping into the market here. I'm not trying to overmanage these positions or do anything else right now. This is a demonstration. I'm teaching at the moment. I'm not trading, I'm teaching. All right? Now we hit those highs. What do we have over here? Okay. Last time we came over here, about 632 buyers, 449, 174, right? We were moving down rapidly. A lot more buying over here than we had over here. Okay. But we have support beneath us. We're rotating. Let's see if we rotate between these two levels of point of control here. If not, we just come in and rotate into this area, anticipate the highs to break again. See your delta? Your delta's raising, and we're all the way back down again here. This is the first sign of weakness that we've seen. Again, the first sign of weakness that we've seen. We have all the support in here. We break these lows through this delta. You could see momentum coming into the market pretty quickly. But we're still holding this area, right? Again, buyers were in here. This is our support. We came right down in and tested that support. If the buyers are strong, they're going to buy these highs and break the highs, and it's going to stop me out. Higher volume down here, higher volume up here. Now we're going to break those highs. See that little impulse there of buying? Higher probability now that we're going to break these highs. And mind you, I shorted in value. I took a short position in value where I should have been looking for a possible long position in this area. There's your break of your highs. This isn't rejection here. This is acceptance. Anticipate higher prices. Hey, Daredevil, thank you. I appreciate it. And there you go. There's a stop. Why did that price action stop us out? It's a few different things. Check this out. Everything is telling us long, okay? In here, in our overall area value, low and unfair lows and low volume nodes, okay? Don't try to short through these areas. Where is my plan to short at? Right here, right? Why did I go short there? For a potential scalp and direction of longer term charts. That's it, right? And the scalp didn't work out. Why? Because structure overrides a lot of times what these bars are telling us. All right. Thanks for what you do. You're relentlessly giving your time, and I got nothing but respect. Hey, Daredevil, thank you so much. I appreciate you and your kind words. So, what's going on, Citadel bankrupt? Okay, so why there's unusual uncertainty in the market? No matter how much you are confident about strategy, it feels like something empty in market movement we cannot control, and outcome always sucks. All right. First of all, let me show you guys something. Okay. Let me show you something first. Okay? Because you're bringing up a very good point, Sindarum, and I really want to get into this with you. I was talking about it a little bit last night. I'm building a course that discusses this whole thing that you're talking about. But let me show you something. Damn it. Hold on. So so many things you got to do to get logged into something. It's ridiculous. I mean, I'm grateful, right? Because of all the hacks and everything else like that, right? So let me just show you something real quick. This is $150,000 select through Tradeify. These are the last 2 days. Today was with $1,200 in revenue. And then here's the last 2 weeks. So everybody can see it. Okay. I'm not trying to show off here. I'm not trying to do anything else, right? This is my first 2 weeks of trading in my first funded account. I don't count the other account that's over here as a funded, okay? Because I took one trade in this. I had 20 lot entry. I was scalping. I'm not scalping. I was on sim before. I didn't change my quantity. Hit one position. It went against me with 20 lots. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and start over. But I keep this though, so I have data from it. All right. Because I use it to run something else from the back end. Okay. Those are my trades. All right. This is how I actually trade live. Okay. From 10 to 11, and I come in here, I trade live with it. So results don't always suck. Okay. Now, the question is, how do you create results like that? This is what happens. All right. We all have a predictive behavior machine inside of us, and it's constantly running and predicting our action. Okay. And what we do, it predicts our future behavior, right? All of our processes is designed to receive information from our environment that triggers our perception to decide what we're going to do next. Most individuals believe that intention or what you want drives your actions. And they just think all I need is more discipline, more motivation, more whatever it might be, right? But it's false. It's not how it works. And neuroscience is proving this today as we're going through and we're learning more about how the central nervous system actually works. Okay. Our perception drives predictive behavior, and predictive behavior does not communicate with intention. And when your intention is not communicating with predictive behavior, your predictive behavior doesn't care what you want. It doesn't care what you want. It doesn't care what you need. It doesn't care. Well, it cares about your survival because it wants to survive, but it doesn't care about anything that you may intentionally want for your life. And as long as that predictive machine triggers or controls the body, manipulates the body to act, that body will always do the will of predictive behavior. Now, to make matters worse, because predictive behavior was created when we were young, it's what we know about ourselves. It becomes our identity. We wear it like a suit, like it's us, and we say, "Oh, well, this is who I am. I'm just this way. That's just the way I am." But then intention comes online, and we want something particular, and we can't get it because predictive behavior doesn't create it for us. Which makes perfect sense, actually, when you think about it, because if what you wanted was aligned to your predictive behavior, then you wouldn't want something, or we wouldn't want the thing that you want, because you would already have it, because predictive behavior would be able to get it for you. It would be aligned to it. So your predictive behavior is out of alignment to what you want. That, my friend, Sedarum, is why you want profitability in the markets, but are unable to get it. Because predictive behavior is triggering your body to act in ways that are not consistent to what it is that you want. Now the question becomes, how do we reverse that? That's the ultimate question. Daredevil, you're too kind. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate you. That is so sweet. I seriously, truly, truly appreciate you and your support. Now that goes into trading psychology, but what is trading psychology going to tell you? That you need to fix yourself, that you need to change that predictive behavior, that you need to change your old habits, that you need to, alter, fix, delete, whatever, because there's something wrong with you. No, there's nothing wrong with you. You are not your predictive behavior. You just happen to wear it as a suit, but you can take it off. You can take it offline, and you can bring intention online. And that's what I just did with Simon a few minutes ago, working with him, as I was teaching him how to bring intention online in the present moment, focused intention in the present moment that marks the brain for change. And you start moving into the new wires that you're creating aligned to your intention, not aligned to predicted behavior. So you guys got to remember the body responds to stimulus. But what's the stimulus it's responding to? It can only serve one master at a time. So it's either responding to the stimulus of predicted behavior or it's responding to the stimulus of intention, one of the two. But intention doesn't come online first. Predicted behavior does. Always comes online first. And that's why most individuals are living in separation from what they want and they feel stuck in life. Now, how do we fix that? Trade your areas. You trade your areas in the direction of your plan. Let me show you. Let me focus. Where does the present moment exist? We're traders. We should all know where the present moment exists. Right here in current price is where the present moment exists, because of this tick that just went by right there, that tick that just went by, that tick that's going by right now, it's part of the past. We can't predict what's going to happen in the future because we have no idea. All we have right now is the present moment. Focus on the present moment. Focus on what price is doing. Bring intention online. What is it that you want? I want profitable trading. How do I create profitable trading right now? I'm in an area. What do you want to see if you're in an area? I need to see rejection. Beautiful. Let's wait to see rejection. What's the next thing we want to see? We want to see price action move in the direction of rejection. So since I'm looking for a long position because it's in one of my areas, and this is already telling me that I should be looking long from down here, right? Then what I want to see is rejection from this area and price action to make a higher high. And then I want to see a pullback into high volume, and I want to buy this damn thing. Intention is already online. I'm already talking all about my plan. I'm talking about every single bit of it. If you have to do this and talk about loud, do it. Nobody's going to think you're crazy for talking to yourself. You're in your office, you're alone. And if you think that they're going to think you're crazy because they walk by and they see you, grab a microphone and talk into it. And now they're thinking you're talking to somebody else. Do whatever it takes for you to create the internal stimulus that you need, so your intention, what it is that you want, starts to manipulate your body for action. Because if you don't, predicted behavior is going to do it for you. Questions, comments, concerns. It wasn't Simon I was doing that with, it was AB. Apologize, Simon, for using your name in vain. It wasn't you. It was AB that was working on the psychology stuff with. Where are we right now? We're in a VWAP area. What are we looking for? Possible support coming into the market. What do we need to see? A higher high. Price action's making a higher high. What do we want to do? We want to turn around, see price action, come back down into this area and get me in for a long. Where am I wrong? Right down in here. Set your stop. There you go. You know where you're long. You know where you're wrong at. You're setting your risk. You know exactly how you're going to manage this position if it comes back down and gets me in. Boom. Right there in one of my areas. Looking for a long position. Set up, ready to go. No questions asked. What we try to do and what we want to do is control the market. But the last price, the result of the market itself, is something we can never control. All we can do is manage ourselves internally. And most of us go back to the market and try to get better. How do we get better at reading it? How do we get better at execution? How do we get better at whatever it is that we're trying to do? You're not the problem. Go back to your areas. If you do this and you continually get stopped out, right? And you don't start to fulfill your intention, adjust your art. Adjust your read on the market, because your read in the market is off. Because if it wasn't, your areas would be correct. You'd be getting revenue from your areas. So you got to adjust this, not the market. Don't throw everything out the window. Get better at creating your areas. If your areas are good, but you're not executing it, that's a you issue. Build the skill of execution. If your areas are good, but you're not finding your entry points, or the market's just going without you, you need to adjust your entry plan. If you're getting in too high and the market's going, but you're getting in too high, you're waiting for too much confirmation. You're the lagging indicator of your methodology. You need to adjust your entry. This is what I'm going to teach in my course that I'm building. Is exactly this whole process right here. How do you do it from the ground up? I don't like how this is behaving. I'm going to go ahead and move on to a stop with the break even. I just don't like what it's doing down here. I don't like the delta. I don't like not breaking the highs in here. I'm anticipating this price action to come down and break through these lows. And if it goes up, I hold by my decision because I reduced risk. I did the right thing because you know what? If it starts to do something else, I can always get back in. And now let's see if it can break these highs. Everything in my higher time frame charts is still telling me down, and we're below the close of yesterday. So I need to be very quick on this exit again in case price action doesn't break those highs. It's about management, understanding where you are in the market. Thanks, Simon. I appreciate it. Yeah, that wasn't you. It was AB. I apologize. Got the names mixed up. Right concept. I got the names mixed up. Now what's going to happen? This is going to break out of the highs here. When it does, anticipate momentum. Why? Because we're coiling down into this area. Anticipate a breakout with momentum to the upside. Not much momentum, a little bit. Not much. Not what I was anticipating. So what is that telling me? Buyers are not as strong as I was anticipating they would be. So what do we do at that context? We wait. We wait. We don't re-enter here. We wait. Become a hunter. Know your prey. Don't be the market's prey. Know your prey. Know the participants. Know the path, up or down. Watch. Understand your higher time frame charts and what they're telling you. Understand direction. Understand price. Understand the volume of the participants and what it's telling you to do. And trade your trade. Be damned to the results. The results don't matter. The results don't matter until you have at least 30 trades. Don't do them in an evaluation. Do them in a sim. They don't cost you anything. Go grab an evaluation, keep the evaluation, and just keep it. And use the data. Use the market data that it gives you. Don't even do a trade. Go on to sim. Give yourself at least 30 trades. Why 30 trades? Because 30 trades has statistical relevance. It's enough for statistical relevance. And look at your results. If your results are not aligned to your intention, go back and work on your art, or go back and work on your execution. Whatever it is that your results are telling you that you need to work on. Journal. Don't journal like, oh, well, you know, I was in a terrible mood today, or no, journal what's going on in your actual trades. So you can go back and you can say, okay, you know what? I hesitated. I have a lack of confidence. Lack of confidence, boom, right there. If you're confident, you're not going to hesitate here. You're going to act because you're confident in your areas. It's going to be guaranteed. So if you're hesitating, guess what? You need to adjust, or you need to work on, or you need to learn to trust your art. Because here's the art. And look, I'm just scalping out of this area here. We're not breaking the highs. And because of that, I'm very tight in my stop. Because I don't want this to snap back against me. Can it snap up here? 100%. Is that a mistake by doing that? Some people might think it is. Not for my trading, not for my style. Not with what the longer time frames are telling me right now. Most of them are trapped into shorts right now. And I'm really waiting to go into a short position. But I'm holding on to my structure and I'm trusting my art because I know how good I am at creating it. Does that help, Sidaram? Do you have any questions about any of that? Any comments? Any concerns? Trading is actually very simple. It's not easy. Don't mince the words. Don't, what's the word I'm looking for? What do the kids say these days? Damn it. Don't get mixed up between simple and easy. Just because something is simple doesn't mean it's easy. We can easily mess up simple. The key is to keep trading simple so it becomes easy. And that's something that most people don't teach traders to do. And you can't teach a trader to do that. You can't teach anybody to do that. But you can help them develop into it. Development and teaching, two different things. What do you do in development? You demonstrate. You show. Just like I'm doing here. And through the art of watching, you open yourself up to new understanding. And new understanding is what starts to create something simple. And you start to make it, do you take something simple and you start to make it easy? That's how it works. I hope that helps. See, continuation to the downside. See why I was getting out of my long positions so quickly? Anticipating price action to continue down. Do I want to short? Not yet. Why? It's not part of my plan. It's going to be part of my plan here in just a few moments, but not yet. What am I waiting for now? A pullback. Why? Because I need to enter in a place where I can manage my risk. So I'm looking for a little bit of a pullback. We were almost there, but not quite. I was looking for a pullback here into this area, like we are almost at right now. I should just put a limit order in. That way, if it gets there, it can just fill me. But I think we're going to go down now. I think I missed it. Got some buyers stepping in here. Doesn't mean it's going to continue up. We just have buyers stepping in, which means we could get a little bit of pullback. Look at these buyers right here. 1,200 of them, 1,300 of them. If we turn around and we break this low, anticipate momentum. Because these buyers in here are going to have to cover. And that's a lot of buyers right there. They might not cover right when we break the low, but they're going to cover in here someplace. We're going to see some momentum. There we go. See the momentum? Boom. What time frame do I trade on my footprint chart? 2 minute. Don't get it twisted. Daredevil, that's it. Thank you so much. That was the word I was looking for. Don't get it twisted. Thank you. Goodness gracious. I'll learn. You'll all teach me. See, you can teach old dogs new tricks, right? Just because there's gray hair doesn't mean we can't learn something new. I might be a boomer, but that's okay. It's okay. Sir, whenever I come to your channel, your wisdom changes my perspective in the right way. Thanks. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. You know, I'm not here to change your perspective, though. I can't. You do. So pat yourself on the back right now for listening. Because a lot of people will resist the information. Where there's resistance, there's no new perspective because you're resisting the information that's coming to you. Oh, I don't do that. Are you kidding me? This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Look at this boomer, right? You shut yourself off to new information. And when you do that, your perspective doesn't shift. But when you're open to new information, your perspective does. I'm just a catalyst. I'm just an individual spouting out information. That's it. I'm behind a microphone spouting out information. You're allowing that information to ingest your internal processes. And that's commendable. But you did that, not me. Take the credit and let that spur you in the next direction. I really wish I would have been in that short right there. That would have been a really good position. And I'd be up around $1,200 on the day and I could call it a day. But no, I'm going to still be here trading because I missed a position, which is okay, right? Now, here's the question, right? Did we miss it? Oh my God, I missed it. It's going to go. I just knew it's going to go down, right? Now we're over trading. Now we're getting into a position that's overextended. We're not trading our plan anymore. We're doing all the things that we said we're not going to do, right? But we end up doing them anyhow. Why? Because we're patterned and conditioned to do them. But what triggers them? Even just words and even just thoughts. But what's driving your thoughts? Is it you or is it the predictive machine? These are things you're going to have to figure out for yourself. This is why language to me is so important. This is somebody else's opportunity. I didn't miss anything. I tried to get in. It didn't get me in. Beautiful. Fine. I did the right thing by not chasing this, right? I was calling the short. I was looking for the short. I had a limit order to get into the short. Just didn't fill me. Beautiful. Somebody else's opportunity. I'm going to sit back now and I'm going to wait for mine. That's the mindset of a trader. That's what a trader does. An individual that's trying to develop to become a trader, oh my God, I can't believe this has gone down so far. I really can't believe it. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and short. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. The market's going up. Oh, I'm going to buy. How many times have you done that before? Anybody? I know I have. I was a developing trader once. The difference is I realize I'm still a developing trader because I will always be a developing trader because market conditions change, because shit happens. And this is my art. You never become an expert in an art. You can only get better. It's not mastery. Now, what am I doing in here? I'm long? Probably shouldn't be long. Let's go ahead and get out of this long position. What do you guys think? Let's get a long position right. Oops, no. Right here looks good. There we go. Didn't get me out. See, I messed it all up. Had my little area to get out and I missed it. There we go. Now I'm out with the position. That happens to you. Don't panic. It's okay. Manage the position. If you're in at your max positioning that you can get into, well, then guess what? There's nothing for you to manage. But if you turn around, hold inventory that you're not in the market with, you don't full port, you don't do those crazy things, I can be in with 120 minis right now if I want to. What was I just in with 12? And got myself out of a position at a break even pretty quickly. Practice the skills that you believe makes you a trader. Because the only thing that matters is what you believe. Doesn't matter what I believe. Doesn't matter what Vito believes when he's here. Doesn't matter what anybody else believes. Matters what you believe. and then align your actions to your beliefs. And now you walk with intention. And what happens when you walk with intention? Your actions fulfill intention. And when actions fulfill intention, the reality, your life starts to reflect an image of that intention to you. Your life starts to change, take form of your intention. And when life takes form of your intention, now you feel fulfilled. And when there's fulfillment, there's joy. And where fulfillment and joy exists, so does love. And now you just learn to love yourself. Instead of blaming yourself, instead of all the negativity that we have going on in our minds and everything else, start to love yourself. And what would happen in your life if you started to act in ways that you love yourself instead of berating yourself? Try that on. I only know because I came from a very, very, very depressed state most of my life. I was diagnosed with PTSD from my childhood, not just the military, the childhood. I was diagnosed with PTSD before I even became a Marine. Our past doesn't define us. It does until we decide to do something different. And trading just so happens to be one of those industries that allows us to change that all. Because there's not too many people that are aligned to this industry intentionally through their predictive behaviors. We have to grow into this. Now I'm just here to demonstrate what it takes to grow. That's all. That's it. It's pretty simple. Don't get it twisted. Doesn't mean it's easy. See, Daredevil? Is that right? Did I learn? Nanda, welcome. I hope you're having a good day. A good evening, wherever you're at in the world. Heck, it's morning someplace. Thank you, Daredevil. Appreciate it. I can always count on you to give me positive feedback. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right. So now what's going on? We came down and we closed below all of these areas, right? Now we're looking for a pullback to go short for a continuation play to the downside. So I'm going to pop that right in here and we're going to see if we get filled. Hey, Ram, how's it going? It's good to see you. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Well, it's not evening for you. It's much later than that, but, you know, good night. How's it going? Did you have a good day today? I haven't even talked to you yet. Where have you been? You don't even come in and say hi anymore. It's starting to hurt my feelings. I'm not going to get filled here either. Oh, this market today. I swear. I swear to God. And I don't like how we're holding VWAP as support right now either. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and leave that there. I still like the short side. Everything on the daily and everything else is telling me that we could continue to move down into the, I don't know, someplace around the 27,289 area. In terms of a day trade target. Yes, this is deep charts. Yep. This is deep charts. And then I have, you guys, I have way too many platforms. I got Bookmap, I got deep charts, I've got TradingView, I've got Sierra charts. If anybody is, can speak dinosaur, we got, Sierra charts going on too. Let's see here. It's still not filling me. These guys today, I swear, I can't believe that they're doing this to me right now. It's rude. Let's see here. Yep, but where are the charts at? Excellent question. Where are the charts? I should be watching price, but I'm over here busy doing something else at the moment. Give me a second. What plan do you have that allows you to bar replay like this? So the two plans, I actually have both of them. I got the bundle. The bundle, of course, doesn't give you the gamma, right? Which is the stuff that just came out. But I mean, gamma's designed to give you an idea of direction, right? That's really all that gamma is doing, right? It's giving you an idea of direction. And I don't need help with direction. As you can tell, I've got a pretty good gauge on direction. Here we go. Here's TradingView. So that's the other platform I have. And so I'm not spending the extra $1,100 for gamma. Don't get the heat map either. You don't need the heat map. I mean, okay, I'll put it this way, right? I can't read the damn heat map. Okay, I just don't. I don't need it. If all you need is the CVD and volume, okay, do you need the volume profiles? Or do you just need CVD and volume? Just those two? Then don't even get deep charts. It's too expensive for what you need. I mean, if all you, hold on. Hold on. Let me look real quick. Hold the phone. I got a question. Let me see here. Hold on a second. Let me look. Yeah, use Tradevate. It includes delta matrix and CVD, cumulative volume delta. Well, you still need order flow and order bill to do that, and I don't think they're the props that you can get the order flow. I'm just trying to think of this, the cheapest version. Oh, do you need footprints too? So if you need footprints, then yes. I would do deep charts, okay? And get on hold on. Let me look. Yes. I know. You guys, they're gonna make me pay for this, and I got the bundle, and I paid for the bundle, and they're still going to make me pay for the Deep Gamma Pro. These guys, I swear. If that's all you need, you don't need the deep trades. You don't need the V. Order flow. Deep templates. Yeah. Just go with this version. Just go with this version right here and just use the deep chart only. Don't do the bundle. Don't do the dome. Don't do gamma. Just get yourself this. That's all you're going to need. That's going to give you the footprints, right? It's going to give you the footprints, and it's going to give you your delta, and it's going to give your delta breakdown bars like this too. One thing I like about my $1,500 course is I found EdgeProx, great platform for $34.95 a month, heat map, footprint, and everything. Well, geez, there you go. That's probably worth the price of admission. See, Jason, you paid $1,500 to let me know that. I appreciate you. What the hell is this EdgeProx thing? Edge Pro X? EdgeProx? Edge Pro X, probably. Huh. Let's look at Edge Pro X. You guys are amazing. I love all the feedback. Rhythmic data. Okay. Most prop firms are using Rhythmic. CQG is better, but Rhythmic is fine. Per still sucked. That's all I need. I can find read volume well, but looking for better data outside TradingView. Yeah. So it's interesting that you want to move away from TradingView, and it's interesting that I'm moving towards TradingView. I guess it depends on what version of TradingView you have. Core still sucks. Tony gonna fix that though? I'm working on it. I'm trying. I mean, I'm not doing all that good this particular day. What time is it? 10:42. You ain't got a little bit more time, but damn it. Should be short here. You know what? I'm gonna do what I shouldn't do. I'm gonna do what I shouldn't do. Pull back. Yeah, it's going to come up and fill me. There it is. And look at that. It filled me and immediately movement down, right? How do you think that could be? Because you time your entry. This is why I don't chase. Because when I enter and I enter in the right place and I enter at the right time, price action moves in favor. Doesn't mean it's going to stay there. Doesn't mean it's not going to go against me. But you get that immediate move in favor instead of that immediate move against. That little wait, that little period right there, timing your entry like that helps so much in the context of the psychology of your areas. Ram, you rock. I have premium, but with tick data is just an aggregated estimate of true participation, 100%. Yeah. Yeah, and now you're just like, trading in like the currency pairs or whatever, right? Where you're just counting tick data, trying to get volume. Same thing. I hear you. I hear you, my friend. The thing that I do enjoy about deep charts, you guys want to see how difficult it is to create a footprint? Would you like to see me and demonstrate how to create a footprint chart? Just a brand new footprint chart? You want to see it? It's pretty difficult. But I can show you. It'll take a couple minutes. Just let me know if you'd like to see it. Just type in yes or something. Or a 1, or I don't know what you kids do these days to let somebody know behind the microphone that, you want a particular thing to happen. Beautiful. Thanks, Daredevil. Here, I'll show you. We're going to just duplicate this chart, okay? Hold on. Hold on. Okay, so there's a chart, right? Just regular candle, nothing crazy. There's your footprint. There's your volume. There's both. That's simple. Now you know why I'm using deep charts. That's the only reason why I'm really using deep charts, is because of that right there. It's so simple. Now, It doesn't have a lot of the bells and whistles. It doesn't have very many indicators. It doesn't have anything along those lines, but it's definitely great for volume analysis because it's so simple to use in the volume analysis, right? Even creating custom profiles in this thing. It's just this tool right here. It's just right there, and you can just draw it from wherever you want to. Just click the button, move the cursor, and there you go. Click it again, hit the delete button, and it's gone. It's so hard, Daredevil, so hard. CRX, welcome. I haven't seen you before. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. I hope you're having a great day. Thank you so much for your comment and for saying yes. I appreciate you. You guys are awesome. Any other questions, just let me know. And look, price action's going against me. It's okay. It's okay. This is what happens when you're not paying attention to the trade, right? You start doing other things and you keep your eyes off the charts, right? Should have been in a break-even position in this when we weren't breaking the lows, but that's okay. We'll manage through this. You guys have seen me manage trades before. Like Sierra charts, to build a footprint chart, take me a damn Saturday. A whole Saturday's gone trying to build a footprint chart in Sierra charts. Are you kidding me? That thing is so customizable, you can do whatever, but you need an engineering degree in order to be able to use it. Easy, took like 2 seconds. Exactly, CRX. Most definitely. And your name isn't off of an old Honda, is it? CRX? CRX E3X? Yeah, it's very difficult. What's my thesis on price going down? Why? Because our daily chart is below yesterday's close. The 60-minute is definitely looking bearish. Our 240-minute is definitely looking bearish. Our 30-minute has closed below our whole range over here, right? And we've got a pullback, and we got the area here for a possible short position, right? And we're trading right around the low of the daily value or value area, right? Our whole daily area of value since June 3rd. And so that's my thesis on the short side anyhow, why I'm going short here, because everything is telling me down. And if everything's telling me down, I should probably listen. I don't know. Maybe I should go long. But that's why. Every single chart that I have right now is telling me that this market has a higher probability of going down than going up. Doesn't mean it's going to go down. Just the probability of it, right? And then you just have to manage the probabilities. Like right now, it's going against me. So I just have to manage that probability. But you know what this does, though? It gives me a nice little area to add into the position. Threaten me with a good time. Now, I'm not going to be liking that add, right, if it breaks the highs. But, again, probability speaking, see what happens. All I'm doing right now is just showing you guys different ways of trading the market. I should have added another 4 up there. This is what I should have done. This volume up here. You see this volume here, build right here. Kind of got that little bit of that ledge. Look at your buyers, 784 comparatively to 400, 620 comparatively to what is that? 808, less buyers. Now your high volume is up here. Anticipate that high to be tested again. So your delta hasn't switched yet, right? Now we're anticipating price action to come up. So your delta come up. Now we should be testing this high. This market's strong, we're testing the high. Now we're going to break the high. If the market's strong, we're breaking the high. So we're holding the open. Look at your delta. It's not even coming down. It's going to pop that thing. Come right back down into the high volume here. Holding the open. Look at your delta and continue raising. Anticipate the highs to break again. Where's our other highs at? Oh yeah, we're going to come up into this area right in here. 595 and see if we hit 595. I'm pretty sure we will. I'm going to put that line in there and see if we hit it. If we don't hit that, we're going to be rotational. We could be coming back down here and testing into this high volume. Threaten me with a good time. If it doesn't do it, I'm going to take my toys and go home. Seriously, tired of this market today. It's not treating me very nicely. It wouldn't give me my fills that I wanted. Stop me out. Look at that delta. See what happened when we tested that low? What did delta do? Delta's still extremely strong. Why is it important to look at delta? Because it's telling you where the market orders are, right? So you got those market orders. We're defending the lows in here. We're buying through those. Delta didn't come down at all. There's no sellers coming in on the delta area. That's where you anticipate price actions to start breaking highs. Market's open? Yeah, the market's open. I know. I want to switch to it, but I don't want to switch to it. So if I switch to it, I'm going to want to trade it because I'm pretty sure. Oh, why, Daredevil? Why entice me like that? All right, fine. It's too early to do this because we're not having a pullback right now, but that's okay. Hold on. Let me get out of this position real quick. I'm not taking any expense on this. It's not going to happen. I really wanted to be in a little bit higher than where I'm at right now, because that's support right there, right where the entry is and right where the exit is. Now I'll come back down and test that support again. Oh, come on. So I get out of this position. I can go live. You got the buyers right here. See those buyers supporting this market? Look at your delta. It's so ridiculous. So strong right now. Here we go. Here's our pullback. Oh. There we go. Beautiful. All right. Out. Time to go into what happened? Hold on. I gotta get my replay off. There we go. Exit the replay, let everything reset, and then go back into it. Hello, Edith. Hope you're having a good evening. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you. I am going off of a replay and coming back onto a live environment. Oh, I do not want to trade the Asia session. I really, really, really don't want to trade the Asian session. Waiting for the charts to build. Switching over to the live. It's thinking about it. It's trying. All right, here we go. It's still not live yet. Wonder if I need to shut that off. There we go. Now we're live. Okay. Oh, we got a nice little pop here. It's kind of what I was anticipating. I was anticipating a pullback. Let's see what happens around. You know what? Let's just build our plan. Let's do a pre-market analysis. Let's just go ahead and go through the whole thing and just do it all. All right. So we have this nice little low volume node up here that we traded directly into right below value area high. Price action's been trading up. Look at this bar. Look at how strong this bar is. And we closed near the low of this bar right here. I'm anticipating price action to possibly come up into the 668 area. Pretty close to where it's at. About 30 points higher. Always, if you want to know what price is doing, always look left. Always look left. 668. Nah, I don't want to short here yet. We're going to wait. We shall wait. I think that the market's going to go up a little bit more before it starts to come down. That 30-minute looks really strong. The 60 minutes above the close on the last previous bar. We have an inside bar forming on the 4-hour right now. Yeah, we got a little bit of indecision coming into the market. We are above the open on the daily chart. And yesterday's close is, well, today's close or whatever you want to call it, 594.75. 594. We're above yesterday's close. Yeah, I definitely don't want to short. 594. 83. There we go. Right there. I'm going to go ahead and put that line in there. Kind of our line in the sand. That is telling us that be wary of shorts above that area. Unless you're in a good, strong area. Don't try to scalp to the downside right now. And there's nothing telling me I really want to go long in this at the moment either. I got a nice little line in the sand right here, though. Let's see what it does around this area. Right now, it's holding it as rejection. A little bit of rejection. Oh, that was a nice pop. Did you see that right there? Came down and tested in the open, right? Immediately came back up and came into the high. Couldn't break the high, but we got a nice little level of support down here around 24. Watch that. Nice little area of support around 24. Let's see if we have enough strength to break this high. Looks like we might. It's looking that way. If it was going to, I would have expected it did it right then. Now I'm leaning more to a break of the low. Break the low and immediately came back and tested the high again. Man. And it won't break the high. See how any lows we're making right now, we just immediately pop. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Tested this area again, immediate rejection. And we got a really tight range in the market right now in terms of support and resistance in the short term. We are in just such a weird area here. Not weird as in, oh my God, I can't believe we're here. Weird as in, I just don't have anything at the moment to really go off of. Kind of in limbo. Market doesn't know exactly what it wants to do right now. Decent market to scalp. Might come down to test daily open. Absolutely. It can, absolutely. I just don't want to fade the daily chart to do that for what? Possibility of 20, maybe 30 points. Nah. Nah. The risk reward isn't there. But look what happened though, right? Here's our breakout bar of the range, right? So we broke out of the range here, and guess what? We have this little area of balance that's starting to develop here. It's tight range. Why is that important? Because it's right after a breakout and we're in a tight range. Now, expect coiling. And after the coiling, what do you expect? A breakout. And that's where you want to trade. To retest back into the coil in the direction of the breakout. And then now you have an entry to buy or sell. Very low risk. Directionally sound. But yeah, no, this can definitely break down and come back down here and test the low. It's just 94.75 and VPOC right here as support, and you still have the first standard deviation as possible support in the VPOC as well. Yeah, no. No. And there goes the market. Let's see if we can get up into the 778 area. Look at her go. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah. Oh, continuation to the upside. I knew I didn't want to go short. Was not expecting the market to move out of that area that swiftly to the long side, but man, I knew I didn't want to go short. Where is this line coming in from? I have a line on a longer time frame chart someplace that's coming into this area. Oh, you know what? Damn it. On a scalp? That would have been so nice. I completely missed it. Here, let me show you what I'm talking about. 15-minute, right? Here's this little range right here in the 15-minute chart. What do we do? Break out of it. What do you want to do? Go long. Bink. There you go. that was the indication for the long, and I just didn't even look at that chart. I completely missed it. And it's right over here, sitting right in front of my eyes. Right there for everybody to see. Whatever. Whatevs. It happens. It happens to the best of us. Shake it off and move on. Throw some dirt on it. Oh, man. My grape's getting tired. You guys probably don't know that reference, do you? Marine Corps. They call your head your grape. Get a cover on that grape. You. Yep. Um, 15-minute chart still looking on the long side. I don't know what these areas are coming in from. I don't know what longer time frame I have these areas from. I do not know. And I can't delete them because they're on a higher time frame. But I don't know what higher time frame they're on. It's always helpful, isn't it? Are they from here? Yeah, they are. They gone now? Nope. That was from the volume profile on the US session only. I used to do more analysis on that, but I just don't see it as it's helpful. I'm trying to keep things as simple as possible for everybody too. Simplicity, right? Keep it as simple as possible. Let's not make anything more, we don't need something on there just to have it there. If it's not helping with the overall analysis, it's not helping define our areas more, let's just go ahead and take it off and call it a day. Well, that's interesting. It's never had that happen before. There we go. Good target on this area right now is probably around the 726, 29, 726 area. $29,726 to 720, $29,779. I know that's a wide range, but 700s is where I'm expecting price action to go here. Yeah, 27.29. 729. Would love to see it come up into the, where is this at? 700s. Would love to see this market come up into the 700s. The 700 test into that area, into the 700, 732 area, anywhere around those lines. That would be a nice area for a potential short. I like that. I like that a lot. Probably develop some volume in there. Value area high on the 30-minute could shift down a little bit because of that. That's not a bad plan. 730s, 740s, looking for that area for a potential short. I think there's merit to that. Depends on what happens on the hourly and the 240-minute chart. Interesting. Let's see here. Anybody have any questions? Comments, concerns? Citadel. What news do we have out of Citadel right now? Anything? Oh yeah, it's the AI hedge fund. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense though, right? Went from 45 to 10 billion. 45 billion to 10 billion in the last month. But it makes sense though. You know, we have some negativity coming out of the AI industry. Some negative news. Okay. So negative news out of the AI industry, in terms of some of the things that AI is doing, and some of the breaches and different things along those lines that they have done recently, right? Anticipate those stocks to have problems. Okay. And we can see a transfer of wealth last month from the NASDAQ into your blue chip stocks, right? So you saw a transfer from the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq's dropping, the ES, the S&P 500 rising. Why is that? You're getting out of the technologies and going into the blue chip. Okay. That was happening. The Dow Jones was doing quite well as well, even though the NASDAQ was dropping too. Now we're looking at more of a confluence between the three, but the NASDAQ still can't get above the 30,000 and hold it. So where is this market going in the long term? We don't know. We're in a balanced market condition. It's trading in a range and it's doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing in a range. Um, Fred, how's it going? What time are you guys on? Now. Um, it's 1841 here. Yeah. Yeah, that's my time frame too. 1841. I'm not quite sure what you're asking. Ah, yeah, no, we're on. I mean, I'm just chilling right now. I'm not doing anything. Price action, right? We were looking at it and we're above the daily open. We could have moved back down into that area. We didn't. We broke out to the upside, looking for a continuation to the upside, looking for, 730s or so for a potential possible short setup. Remember that 730 is going to be below or is going to be above yesterday's close and today's open on a daily perspective. And so that could just be a scalp position opening up there. Not necessarily something to hold on for a long time. Yeah, Eastern time zone. Yeah. Yeah, I'm in Eastern US, New York time. Where are you out, Fred? Where are you located? Canada. We're at what part of Canada? Toronto area? I love Toronto. Montreal, beautiful, beautiful. No, so the market's opens the Asian session, right? So the Asian session's trading right now. It's not really the Asia session. It's just the session between the US session, the Asia session. So, price is moving, which means the market's open. But what session are we in? We're in that go between the US close and the Asia open. How about the fires over there in that area? Did they affect much of Montreal at all? It was bad? Ah, that's not good. I'm sorry to hear that. Everything okay with your place and all that stuff? Your family's good? You're good? I mean, it was bad here and there wasn't even any fires. And I'm not one of those individuals like, oh, to Canada, keep your smoke in your own borders. It's so dumb. Everything all good now? Good. Good, good, good. Trump wanted to use um tariffs on us? Yeah. My God, don't even get me started. This guy. This guy. So, when it comes to politics, I'll just tell you guys, I choose not to participate. I haven't voted since 2012, and I am so proud of that fact. So proud of that fact. I served in 3 different military branches with the US military. I served in Afghanistan. I've done my time, and I choose absolutely not to participate in this fuckery. Excuse my language, but that's exactly what it is. This fuckery. That's not to get political. That's just across the board in the United States. The political system here is nothing but fuckery right now. And I am not impressed. Yeah, yellow skies. Oh yeah, yellow skies are terrible. That's the worst, and the air quality there. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. And Canada's so beautiful. Oh my god. And to lose forests like that, nah, that's not good. I mean, they come back, but still. So there's the higher high. I doubt that we're going to get a pullback into this area. That would not be a bad place to look for a possible continuation play to the long side. I doubt it'll get back down there though. That move is just too quick. Yeah, it's not going to pull back that far. But if we can get a close above here, if we can get a close above this area, gotta give me. Oh goodness, yeah, threaten me with a good time. Are you kidding me? Maple syrup from Canada, fresh out. Oh my god, that stuff's so good. Oh, um, I was from the Pacific Northwest originally, um, Oregon, Washington areas, and we used to get syrup all the time. British Columbia, BC. Oh, love Canada. I love all. I love everything about Canada. We all need more love. Yeah, absolutely. And there's nothing like love out of a tree when it comes to maple syrup. So good. So good. Ah, good times, good times. It's kind of like, you get really good honey from like from a beehive, right? That's really good too. Honeycomb. Oh, goodness. Good stuff. Now you're making me hungry. I haven't eaten yet. I've been hearing the charts. What do we got here? CRX. Banff National Park is the best thing of Canada. I haven't been there. Are you from Canada, CRX? Where are you from? Now, see, now this is one of those situations where you don't want to be long. You get long and you're waiting for long, and then you don't want to be long after you get filled. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens in this area. I don't like that sell pressure, but kind of like this right now. Let's see if that holds. Nepal. How amazing. Okay, Nepal and the US. I mean, of course, right? Complete culture shock. What is the thing that you miss the most about home? Nepal is one of those countries I want to go to. Not for Mount Everest. Are you kidding me? No. No, 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 no. That would kill me. See? Don't want to be long. Not the way that that came down. Looking for a continuation to the downside here. So much strength. Nature mountains of vibes. Yeah, I can absolutely see that. Um, what's one thing that you like about the United States so far? Where are you at in the US? Are you someplace cool? Or are you out in the middle of nowhere like, Children of the Corn stuff? Banjos are playing. Moonshine. Yeah, I'm so terrible. I am such a terrible person. You're in Flagstaff. Oh yeah. Yeah, the hiking of Flagstaff is absolutely amazing. Um, so you're going to college. What are you majoring in? Computer science. Are you Northern Arizona? So I've lived, you guys, just so you guys know, I've lived in 27 different states. I lived in 17 states from 2010 to 2016. So I've been all over the US. There's only 6 states I have not been to. Um, so yeah, I've been all over. And so there's not too many places in the US that, you're at, and I don't know a little bit about it. Yeah, it's a good school. Good school. Do you like it there so far? When do you graduate? My top states in the US really depends on what you're looking for. Really depends on what you're looking for. What is it that you like? Each state is a little bit different. They all have their own little charm. I can say one thing about Delaware. It's like a 60-mile truck stop. Once you've been to a truck stop, you've been to Delaware. That's not very nice about my Delawareans. I do apologize, but the shoe fits. Good to go. Have a great evening. Hey, gotta go. Absolutely, Daredevil. Thank you so much for all of just you being you. Thank you. Truly appreciate you. I hope you have a great night. Um, each state has its own little charm. you really like the mountains and those type of things, the Rocky Mountains, of course, Colorado, all the states along through that whole area. If you really like desert, Utah, Utah's amazing. It's so beautiful. New Mexico as well. Um, especially for hiking and those type of things. I've lived in California. I love California. The only issue with California is, all the people, but they've changed it. Excuse me. They changed it a lot with how they're managing the homeless population. And so it's not what it used to be. Um, like San Diego. I absolutely love San Diego. San Diego to me has a little bit of everything. You got the mountains from the coastal range. You've got the beach right there. The temperature is the most constant temperature in anywhere in the world. It's basically 70 degrees year round because it's right there by the bay. You're south far enough that the cold winds aren't coming from the ocean from the Pacific, and it keeps it very climatized. Carlsbad, just north of there, is absolutely beautiful. Oregon, there's some charm in Oregon. Um, Texas is Texas. Love Texas. Lived in Oklahoma City for a while. It's just flat. Um, yeah, I mean, it really depends on what you're interested in, what you're looking for in order to answer that. The United States is so big that it's difficult. Alaska, I love Alaska. The fishing, of course, through not just the salmon, but the halibut. Some of the best halibut, some of the best king crab legs that you'll ever get. Dungeness, up in Alaska. Whitewater rafting, absolutely amazing. Denali, the whole just mountains and the magnificence of Alaska is just amazing and beautiful. The wildlife, all of it. Again, city, if you like hiking, the Ark National Park in Utah, absolutely amazing for hiking. You got the Red Cliffs in Vegas, which is phenomenal. I'm just thinking of areas that are close to Flagstaff that you could go to and visit. Absolutely amazing. Um, Flagstaff, Arizona. Where else would I suggest for Flagstaff? It's close by. In proximity, I should say. Arches, Zion National Park, both in Utah. Literally all states are on top. USA offers a lot. That's the best thing about USA is traveling. I agree. I love being in the US and traveling, um because there's just so much to see. The only problem that I have with the United States, right, is we're so um corporations run everything, and so you can still go to some places and get mom and pop restaurants and those type of things, but most of it is just so, what's the word I'm looking for, corporate oriented, that a lot of the mom and pops and stuff are gone. And so you go from one city to another and it's all the same restaurants. It loses a lot of that charm. The United States has lost a lot of its charm. There's still some in there, but it's lost a lot of it. Sedona, yes, 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 yes. How could I forget Sedona? You definitely have to get to Sedona. Sedona's amazing. Just the energy of that place, right? There's just certain places in the world where it's just like, the energy is just absolutely amazing. Toronto, one of the places in the world where I love the energy. Singapore, oh my God. Singapore is, I'd move to Singapore tomorrow if I could. Um, Japan, I love Japan. I love the culture. I love the people. I lived in Japan for a year. Love Japan. Um, there's just so much. I don't know. I have actually not been someplace that I would be like, you know what? I would never go back there. Even Delaware. I would definitely go back to Delaware. I give Delaware a hard time, but you know, there's no place that I've been that I'm like, you know what? I would not go back there. Other than a couple places in Ohio. You can go to some places in Ohio, in the middle of Ohio, or like what I will call, it's not Missouri, it's misery, right? It's just absolutely flat, nothing but corn. But there's still some charm in Missouri. Kansas, same thing. Especially driving through those places. Those states are so big and you're just driving. It's like you're there forever. It's just a sea of corn. There's no mountains. There's no anything else. It's just flat and corn. It's all it exists. It's crazy. I think this is probably going to continue down here. Our next area of support could come in around the 603 area. But I think it's going to continue down. Well, this is fun. Came through VWAP, not holding VWAP. Right now, can't even get back up to VWAP. Getting sleepy. This market's putting me to sleep. Have you been able to travel anywhere outside of Flagstaff, or are you just kind of just chilling out and on campus and stuff? Doing some hikes around that area? And I'm going to wear my ignorance on my sleeve, right? On Nepal, it's interesting that you're gravitating to computer science because I don't know a lot about Nepal. It's such a small country. I know that there's still, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but there's still, shepherds, those type of things. Of course, you got the Sherpas for the mountains and things, and all the climbing that goes on over there. Um, Completed study, like this place and stayed. Oh, well, goodness. Okay, beautiful. So you didn't even go back. You just stayed. That makes sense. Okay, because I was like, what are you going to use your degree for in Nepal? Nepal's just one of those countries where I don't think, when I think of Nepal, I don't think of the need for computer science, if that makes sense. Graduated and stayed. I love it. I love it. At least it's good to know that there's still some good things that can come out of the United States. Nepal is a mystical place. It's the only alive place in the world, to be honest. You know what? I can see that. Stayed while I'm in the US, but we'll go back to Nepal later. Yeah, I can absolutely see that. I mean, I really want to go to Nepal. Um, I don't, like I said, I don't know much about it. I've watched some different documentaries and those type of things, but the people, right? Just to me, it's like down to earth, and the temples and the mountains and the majestic nature of it. Jerry, yo, what's going on, my friend? How you doing? It's good to see you. I hope you are well. I hope, my friend, you are well. And sending much love as always. What happened, Jerry? What happened? Did you try to stick your finger out like this and the market said no? What happened? I was, I don't know, I had like what, $1,200 in revenue today, I think, something like that. No, what happened? Ah, oh no. Did you overtrade? Did you try to get it back? Were you just like revenge trading? Is that what happened? I'm so sorry to hear that. I really am. I was on 6 days win streak, lost 2 trades in a row, and then ended up blowing my account. I am so sorry. Oh, that sucks. I don't like hearing that at all. Yeah, F this market. I hear you. We will let's have a moment of silence for Jerry. And just like that, life goes on. Now we pick up the pieces and we move forward. Let's go. Yeah, revenge trading. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I've been there. I've done that. Exactly. Yes. You know what? You know exactly how to do it. I've been good. I'm doing great. I'm just, doing my thing, rocking and rolling. I'm in sim right now. I'm just chilling at the moment. I was doing a replay, just doing some teaching in terms of, what it is that I do and those type of things. And, I'm just chilling right now. I haven't had a very good session at all today in my replays at all, but the live trading is going really well. Big sparks. Pass. Oh man. I'm a toker, I'm a smoker, I'm a midnight. Wait, I'm a joker, I'm a smoker, I'm a midnight toker. There we go. I missed one there. I'm waiting for the big sale to buy TradingView Premium. Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be 80% off on Black Friday. Yeah, wait until then. That's a great idea. Great idea, my friend. Be right back. Don't forget to visit Nepal. Oh, don't worry. I'm not going to. I'm definitely going to. I mean, the the country, I don't know. It's one of those places where it just, and it's so interesting, and the flags and the culture and the people, and yeah, I got to go there. And I mean, oh my God, the food. I can only imagine the food over there. Yes. Nepal. We'll have to go. Annual plans 80% off. Yeah, that's awesome. Um, Big Spark, how's it going? Anything good? Anything good and your side of the world? Where are you from anyhow? Don't tell me you're from Amsterdam. Um, Nepal's oldest country, 2 years older than USA. Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, look at the land. The land tells you how old it is. I mean, you know, is it's not the country that's have aged over there. It's the whole everything. I can it's one of those places where it's like, you know what? I really just want to go there and experience the energy. If that makes any sense. Better than Amsterdam? Okay, where? What's better than Amsterdam? You from Cali? What part? Where you at? Where are you at in Cali? I know you're saying Northern Cali. Don't tell me San Fran. Don't tell me San Fran. Where are you at? Is it the Northern Cali or North Carolina? But I think it's Northern Cali is what you're saying. Shasta is one of my favorite places in the world. Love Mount Shasta. I used to live in SoCal, outside of San Diego, and I also lived in the OC and near LA, like everybody else. Yeah, we're just holding VWAP as resistance right now. We can't get above it at the moment. Yeah. Oh, there you go. You got it. See? Jerry, you got it. Well done. Big Spark isn't talking to me anymore because he's probably from San Fran. I lived in oh my god. My mind just completely went blank. Outside of San Jose, Santa Clara. I lived in Santa Clara for a while. Could not come up with that name. I blame the gray hair. Makes you forget things. You're in the forest? Oh, like Yosemite area, those type of things? Oh my god. Are you in the redwoods? Oh, dude. Yeah, better than Amsterdam. You're 100% correct. I love it. Love it. There's absolutely nothing going on. This is why I don't watch live data in this time frame. It's insane. It doesn't do anything. If you try to trade it, you get you get you get lulled to sleep, and if you try to trade it, you get slippage. Because it's not as liquid as the London or US session. It's always good times. Jerry, are you Rex? Not wanting to hold VWAP. If we don't hold VWAP here, I'm anticipating these lows in here to be tested and then break these lows and continue down. And really our only area of support would be around the 622 area. So we have room to go down. I love it. I love it. W's in the chat. Are you just looking at my server? Yeah, it's still small. I mean, we're growing. I've been at this for 5 weeks now. and everything has been growing slowly but surely, right? But I don't know. I think slow growth is always better than like viral growth and those type of things. That's not what I'm looking for. Are you kidding me? I can barely handle you all, let alone, an extra, 100 people or so. No, I'm good. We'll grow into that. Give me a chance. Exactly. That's hilarious. Well played, sir. Well played. I suck at gifts. I always imagine myself, like back when, cavemen, existed and stuff. And it's like, what would my caveman pictures look like? I can't draw. I'm not that artistic. I'm not that talented. That's why I trade. You know what? I have a mod for Discord. I don't have a mod in here yet, but yeah, eventually I'll need a mod in here before I get too big. I'll find one. It'll happen. It shall happen. Tin said he wanted to do it, so we'll see. He's like, why are you using my name in vain? Nope, just chilling. Just chilling. This weekend I'm gonna be working a lot on my course. Oh man, I got so much work to do. It's not even funny. Oh, trading tomorrow. Oh, but this weekend's going to be me in here, my cameras. You'll be my mod? Jerry, come on over. Be careful who you choose as mod. Yeah, absolutely. I completely, yes. There's so much to this stuff. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't even know what I'm doing. I have OBS that is quasi-functioning. Me that's quasi-functioning, and that's pretty much my setup. It's only been 5 weeks in This is true. He's got a point. Day one is day one, you two cracked me up. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Well, I've been here since day one too, so there is that. There is that. I don't know. Maybe I didn't show up on day one. I think that's the problem. I don't think I showed up on day one. I still think I'm just trying to show up on day one. I think that's what's going on. It's pretty sad when you lose yourself. You need to put your own GPS on yourself because you don't know where you're at. I shouldn't laugh. People have that experience and it's so sad. That is a sad, sad experience. There's nothing you can do about it. It's terrible. What a terrible, terrible disease. Ram, of course you're gonna think it's funny. I love you, Ram. You're awesome. Oh man, it's good times. You gotta laugh. You gotta laugh. Life is too short. This is so dumb right now. It's like, what am I doing? I haven't even eaten dinner yet, guys. I think I'm gonna get off around 7:30. I haven't eaten dinner yet. I need to take care of myself. I want to be here for a while. I want to be here for another at least 5 weeks, right? What perks do I get for being here on day one? I talk to you. That's the perk. Goodness, Jerry, what more do you want? You will be grandfathered into the course. How does that sound? You'll be one of the individuals grandfathered in the course. Is that a perk given? Is that a good enough perk for you, or do you want something else? Oh, good times. Heck, I'm still trying to figure out what perks I get, let alone you all. What's my perk? My perk is you all. Seriously. I'll answer that myself. That's my perk. I truly, truly am grateful for this opportunity. It's still, I still find it so amazing that individuals are willing to listen to me, and use their time to listen to what I have to say. I don't take that lightly by any stretch of the imagination. December, I'm gonna do a full comeback because my program will end in December. What's your program? What program are you in? No, I thought I heard some thunder and get a little storm. If that's what that was. I don't know, rumbling somewhere. Maybe it's Canada finally attacking us because of the tariffs. I don't think Fred's here anymore. I think he left. Here we go. It's getting a little bit of life now. Don't know if it's going to stay or not, but a little bit of life. Just in case it decides to come back down. Oh, electrical. That sounds awesome. Are you doing are you gonna be doing residential, commercial? Do you even care? I had a new house built and used to go over there all the time as they're building it and stuff constantly and hang out with everybody. The electricians are really cool. They seemed like they had a pretty cool job. They didn't like me very much though. I had all sorts of stuff going on. Anything? Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Well, good job. Congratulations. The I will tell you this, right? Um, the trades are a need right now, and you shouldn't have a problem staying employed in the future. Well done in your choice. Oh, wow, look at Big Spark. He's a retired electrician. Big Spark is over here retired, just chilling, smoking his Big Sparks. My my fiance slash wife slash I don't know what you call her. I don't know. she 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 partakes a lot She's hilarious. He's in Northern California. I'm Jerry. Yeah, no, Jerry, you're doing well. You're doing well. What country are you in, Jerry? I know you told me once before. I don't remember, and it's not that I don't care. It just, yeah, it's so much stuff going on. My little pea brain can only hold so much information. It's like an etch a sketch, right? Oh, we just got a little power surge. That's always fun. I have UPS systems. West Coast. Oh yeah. Big Spark is the West Coast. I thought you were saying West Coast, Jerry. West Side. And then go see my homies down on West Side. Throwing up some gang signs. West Side. Bro, I told you my country and my program 100 times. I know, Jerry. I'm sorry. I know your program, electrical. Vancouver. I didn't remember Vancouver. I did not. BC is one of my favorite places ever I've been to. I love BC. Jerry's gonna hate me after a while because he has to keep repeating himself because I forget. And it's not that I don't care. It's literally I got so much stuff going on. I'm so tired. I am so tired. I need to figure this out. I'm up at 4:45 every morning. And so yeah, I got a busy life right now. But I wouldn't change it for the world. Definitely not complaining. I'm going to come to BC. Absolutely. This is going to happen. I love BC. Or you make it big in trading? Yeah, one of the two. One of the two. Electrical is a good program. Very good program. You're up at 4 a.m. every morning? Yeah, so you relate. You understand. Oh, I so wish I would have gotten into this other lot down here. I did not because I don't think it's going to go back up and test the high. I really don't. But it could. You never know. And the moment you said I think, you've already lost. So I just need to just shut up while I still think I'm ahead. Shut up, Tony. Jeez. Jerry's going to throw something at me when I meet him one day. He's going to be like, remember that? I would deserve it. I would deserve it. So funny. Hey, Will, welcome. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you. I do read TikTok chat, so, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm just chilling. Oh, that's getting close. That shook the house a little bit. I like it. I'm getting a storm. We got some rain going on right now, some thunder and lightning going on outside. This is good stuff. A lot of rain at the moment. We need it, though. It's been dry. You drive back to the border right away. I need to go back to the border. Are you kidding me? It doesn't matter which one, the north, the south, it doesn't matter. One of them. Oh, good times. Good times. It's so funny. It's like if I was to walk, if I was to, just be scrolling whatever and come into my own chat, I would be like, man, this guy's down all the time. Yeah, Ram. Yeah, it's storming out there right now. It's raining pretty good. It's all sorts of stuff's going on. Thor's coming. Yeah, yeah. I love Thor. I named my cat Odin. Odin's son. He's a Siberian forest cat. Oh my god, he was beautiful. And I named my Bengal Saber. White Bengal, white with the black spots. Oh, he was gorgeous too. My kitties. My Siberian forest cat was this just big white tan tipped just fluff ball. This thing was like 27 pounds. I mean, he was a gut. I haven't seen the new movie Odyssey or Spider-Man. No, are you kidding me? I'm old and boring. No, I really want to go see Spider-Man. I really want to go see Odyssey, to be honest with you. I love the Odyssey. And I really enjoy Matt Damon. Um yeah, no, I need to go see that. I wish I was still in Southern California. I'd go see it in the 70 millimeter theaters, but yeah, I'm not there anymore. Have you seen it? Have you seen either one? Damn it. Yeah, I've been told that once or twice in my life, Jerry. He said, damn, you're missing out. Yeah, I know. Whatever. No, I'm not missing out on anything. I'm doing exactly what it is that I love. I'm here. I got charts. I got the markets. I got you guys. I got a roof over my head. I'm, yeah, this is like my best life right here. I know it sounds crazy and probably not that legit, but seriously, I'm doing exactly what it is that I want to be doing with my life. I built this. And I couldn't be happier. Jump, that probably hit my car. I'm over here being lulled to sleep by the by price. And literally I saw not just the flash of the lightning, but it was like the brightness. It hit something right next to where I'm at. So on that note, oh, there it is again. This is gonna be big. No, not near as big as that last one. That one made me jump. I don't jump very often, and that made me jump. Well, on that note, I'm gonna go check and make sure everything is good, and I probably should get off just in case there's, some sort of electrical issue or something along those lines. And there's the big move to the downside, that we should be expecting. Let me get out of this real quick. Oh, I don't know if this is going to go up at all or not. This is probably going to continue down. Let me wait and see. That's where we could come off of right there. So let's bring this down just a little bit more. Let's hurry up and get that profit target in here. Break the low. Oh, you're not going to buy off that area, are you? You're too strong to the downside. And that should pop. If we get above that high volume there. Nope, don't want to, not yet. I'm hungry. I don't even know what I'm going to have for dinner tonight. Probably a bowl. I think I'm going to make a bowl. It sounds good. I need something healthy, wholesome. Some avocado, brown rice. Oh, come on. Let me out. Let me out of the position. Please. I want to go eat. Yeah, it's quite a storm we have going on out there. Quite the storm. And we're going to hold this area as resistance. Boom. Drop. Make your lower low. It's too close. I'm not going to get out of this. I'm trapped. I am trapped. Not anymore, I'm not. There we go. All right, out of the position. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I truly appreciate each and every single one of you. Truly, truly appreciate each and every single one of you. Jerry from Vancouver and the electrician. I will never ask you those questions ever again. Well, maybe I will. Oh, it's all the way over there. Let me get another one. That's what I bought this whole pack for. Hey, you too, Big Spark. You enjoy. Absolutely. You bet I will? Yeah, exactly, right? Probably not. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your attendance, for your generosity of, just following this stream and being so supportive. I truly appreciate each and every single one of you. You guys have a great rest of your day, evening, wherever you're at in the world, and we will see everybody tomorrow, 10 a.m. on New York time, trading the U.S. session. Thank you all so much for being here, and as always, be safe, be kind,